Grind till you put in that work. You know you ain't grinding till you get to the point where you feel like giving up. You feel like you wasting time. You feel like you just don't want to do it anymore. That's how you know you working hard at something, at one particular thing. And that's okay. Sometimes these feelings come about. But that's life. That's necessary of mastery. You can't master something until you get to the point where it's like you do it when you don't feel like doing it, or you do it because you see a bigger picture. And at that moment, you may or may not feel like doing it, but that vision in your mind gives you that energy or that drive in which is necessary to fulfill, manifesting in whichever you're trying to create. Do you hear me? Like, it gets deep. Like, you gotta understand that whatever you're doing is bigger than that thing that you're doing. It has to be bigger than you at a certain point. It has to be. You have to understand what you're doing. Hopefully, if it's good in good nature, that it won't just benefit you. It would help other people. It will feed other people. Not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. You have to understand what you're doing to you might mean the world, but to other it might seem useless. So you're gonna have a lot of people who doubt you and who will try to detract you from you fulfilling whatever you're trying to do. But a lot of people don't understand that regardless of how you feel about what you're doing, complete mastery of anything, in my opinion, creates growth in that one individual, because you're using every and all your senses to focus on one particular thing. And when you do that, you evolve in a way to where everything, all your fibers in your being, creates a certain specific catalyst to give you an advantage of whatever you're doing. Me and some of my guys talk about this sometimes. This is my thing. If you're, for example, if you're a swimmer, your body will adapt to you being in that water. If you're in the water enough to where your physiological stature would mold itself into what it takes to be a better swimmer, to maneuver through that water better. I really feel that I don't feel, but I do have long arms for my height, for example. And I really feel like it's just from playing a lot of basketball. My body adapted to what it takes to be, a basketball player. And you can see my physique is of a basketball player because I'm playing a lot of basketball. Those particular muscles that are used the most grows. My arms are longer because they're always being stretched from playing basketball. And those are some of the things that it takes to be a well-built basketball player. So your body actually constructs itself to, become of that what you're trying to, what are you doing the most, and whatnot, and what have you. And I feel the same as your mind as well. Your mind will create specific dendrites to give you that advantage, in which, help you think in more dynamics than, the layman, and more dynamics than someone who doesn't put in that much work, who's not trying to master whatever you're mastering at that time. And those dendrites that are created can be used outside of whatever you're doing. I'm speaking of creating new brain cells. This is called neurogenesis. You create brain cells, connecting neural bridges in your mind. And that's just from mastering. It could be anything. You can want to master playing ping pong. If you master that art, it will help you outside of just playing ping pong. Because you're going to create neural bridges. And you can use those same neural bridges away from the ping pong table. Now, whether those bridges are, highly capable or highly sophisticated in a sense to help you financially or, building constructs or what have you, or contributing to society and however you feel that may be, that's up for discussion as well. But in all, I say all that to say, me playing basketball has made me more intelligent all around. Because some of the idealisms that I use on the court, I'm using off the court as well. Some of the personalities in which I read other people who play basketball, they transfer off the court. If a person acts a certain way on the court, you can tell what kind of person they are just from playing basketball with them. This guy likes to argue and he likes to cheat. I automatically know what type of person you are outside of this. I automatically know. Oh, this guy, he's real quiet and he gives the ball away a lot. I automatically know what type of person he is off the court. Oh, this guy's sneaky. He can make a quick cut, or he can hide in the corner and take a good jump shot. He's a good three-point shooter. He's precise. Quick with it. I know what type of person he is just from reading him on the basketball court. And these are some of the things that you can just transfer outside of your field and not get stuck in that one dynamic in which you are mastering. That's just how I see it. I see things from all angles and all perspectives. It's not just one thing in this world for me. It is, but it's not. Not in this dimension. The next is a whole different topic, but in this dimension, all things are all things. And that's just what my knowledge has brought me to about. But yeah, man, I thank y'all for listening. Much obliged. And just make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, support the channel, like the video, and share it with anybody in whom you wish will appreciate it. I thank y'all, love y'all, peace out, y'all.